Imagine standing just 12 yards away from destiny. You are the greatest player to ever touch a football. You have 8 Ballon d'Ors to your name. You have already lifted the World Cup. Yet in this single, isolated moment, the entire world is holding its breath, waiting to see if you will fail. This is the ultimate paradox of the penalty kick. Welcome to Total Football Nexus. If you live and breathe football, hit that subscribe button right now, because we are diving straight into one of the most unbelievable, heart-stopping nights in World Cup history. No time to waste, let us get right into the madness. The date is July 7th, 2026. The location is the Electric Atlanta Stadium in North America. It is the round of 16 of the FIFA World Cup. On one side, you have the defending world champions Argentina. On the other, the fierce African powerhouses Egypt. But this was never going to be just a normal knockout match. This was the night that 39-year-old Lionel Messi, the absolute god of the game, wrote a chapter in his legacy that he will desperately want to erase forever. Let me paint the picture for you. The match kicks off, and Egypt is not intimidated, not even a little bit. They come out completely aggressive. In the 15th minute, absolute shockwaves run through the stadium. Yasser Ibrahim rises above everyone and delivers a bullet header. Emiliano Martinez is beaten. The net bulges. Egypt takes a 1-0 lead. Argentina is stunned, and immediately the defending champions become desperate. Just 5 minutes later, in the 20th minute, Argentine fullback Nicolas Tagliafico is brought down inside the penalty box. The referee blows his whistle and points to the spot. This is it, the golden opportunity to equalize. And who else is going to take it? Lionel Messi steps up to the ball. Now, stop and think about the psychology of this moment. A penalty is supposed to be the easiest way to score, but when the weight of an entire nation is on your shoulders, that 12-yard distance turns into a terrifying battlefield of the mind. Messi runs up. He strikes the ball with massive power, but the Egyptian goalkeeper, Mostafa Shobeir, guesses right. He dives beautifully and saves the shot. The stadium erupts. But this save did not just keep Egypt in the lead, it birthed a dark, unwanted piece of history. With that single miss, Lionel Messi became the first and only player in the history of the FIFA World Cup to miss 2 penalties in regulation time in a single tournament. Yes, you heard that right. Earlier in the group stages against Austria, Messi had already missed a penalty. In that match, he tried a delayed run-up and put the ball completely wide. This time, against Egypt, he went for pure power, but it was at a comfortable height for the keeper. The legendary ITV commentator John Champion immediately called it an unwanted World Cup record. How does this happen to the greatest finisher of our generation? Let us look at the stats, because they are mind-boggling. Across his World Cup career, excluding shootouts, Messi has taken 8 penalties. He has scored 4. He has missed 4. That's a 50% success rate on the biggest stage. Nobody in World Cup history has missed more. Out of his entire career of 150 penalties, he has missed 34. For a player built on pure perfection, the penalty spot is officially his Achilles heel. Sports psychologists will tell you that Messi thrives on chaos. He relies on intuition, dribbling, and reacting to defenders. But a penalty is a dead ball. It's static. There's too much time to think, and sometimes that pressure makes even the magic boots feel heavy. But we cannot talk about this miss without giving ultimate respect to Mostafa Shobeir. Standing in front of a living legend and holding your nerve takes absolute nerves of steel. By saving that penalty, Shobeir did something magical. He became only the 5th goalkeeper in World Cup history to save 2 penalties in a single tournament, having saved 1 against Iran earlier. He joins an elite, legendary club alongside icons like Iker Casillas and Wojciech Szczesny. As the halftime whistle blew, Egypt walked into the dressing room feeling like absolute giants, leading 1-0. But the drama in Atlanta was only just beginning.
As the second half begins, the tension inside the stadium is thick enough to cut with a knife. Argentina is down 1-0. Their captain has just missed a crucial penalty. The momentum is entirely with the Pharaohs. In football, momentum is a dangerous beast, and Egypt was riding it perfectly. They kept their defense rock solid and waited like predators for a counterattack. And then the unthinkable happens. In the 67th minute, Argentina leaves a massive gap at the back while desperately searching for an equalizer. Egyptian forward Mostafa seizes the moment and fires the ball into the net. 2-0. Complete and utter silence falls over the thousands of Argentine fans in the stands. The defending champions are on the edge of the abyss. The World Cup dream looks completely dead. It feels like we are witnessing the biggest upset of the decade. But if there is one thing you must never do in football, it is write off Lionel Scaloni's Argentina. They possess a terrifying never-give-up DNA. What happens in the final 20 minutes of this match is nothing short of a cinematic masterpiece. Minute 79, a glimmer of hope. Defender Christian Romero pushes forward and scores a brilliant goal to make it 2-1. Suddenly, the Argentine players wake up. You can see the fire reignite in their eyes. The pressure on the Egyptian defense becomes absolutely suffocating. And then comes the moment of ultimate redemption. Minute 83, just 4 minutes after Romero's goal. The man who was the villain in the first half decides he is not going home today. Lionel Messi, carrying the guilt of the missed penalty, unleashes a spectacular strike to find the back of the net. 2-2. The stadium explodes. This is the true mark of a champion. It is not about never failing. It is about how you respond when you do. Out of the 4 shots he took in this game, this was the one that mattered most. He dragged his team back from the grave. But the script was not finished. We are deep into stoppage time. Minute 90 plus 3, the final breaths of the game. Lautaro Martinez and Julian Alvarez link up beautifully, confusing the tired Egyptian defenders. Alvarez slides a perfect pass to Enzo Fernandez, and Enzo strikes. 3-2 to Argentina. A breathtaking, impossible comeback is complete. The psychological collapse of the Egyptian team in those final minutes was visible to the world. They completely lost their discipline, picking up 5 yellow cards in stoppage time alone. The pressure broke them. Despite the penalty nightmare, we have to talk about Messi's overall tournament because it is freakish. At 39 years old, he is still dominating the world. Earlier in the group stage against Austria, he scored twice to officially break Miroslav Klose's all-time World Cup scoring record, bagging his 17th and 18th tournament goals. He scored a hat trick against Algeria with a 9.59 match rating. He played 120 brutal minutes against Cape Verde. He is not just surviving at 39, he is the main contender for the Golden Boot. When a superstar like Messi creates an unwanted record but then leads an impossible comeback, the entire world watches. Broadcasters from the BBC to Fox Sports went absolutely crazy over this storyline. If Messi had let that penalty miss destroy him mentally, Argentina would have been eliminated. But he channeled that anger. As Coach Scaloni said after the match, Messi simply does not care about statistics. He only cares about winning. So, what happens next? Everyone thought Qatar 2022 was the end, yet here he is in 2026 breaking records and breaking hearts. Will we see him at the 2030 Centennial World Cup playing a match in his homeland? Messi himself said he is only focusing on the present, but as long as he feels physically good, he will keep playing. And looking at his stats for Inter Miami, the man is still a machine. This match was not just football. It was a story of human flaws, psychological warfare, and an epic resurrection. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the beautiful game, you have to subscribe to Total Football Nexus right now. Drop a like on this video, share it with your football crazy friends, and let me know in the comments below, is this the greatest World Cup comeback you have ever seen? Do not forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next video.